was a little bright for a moment.
It was
the 5
so
turns finish.
perfect in that moment, and I just want to appreciate that moment.
Well, appreciation should also go to Xiliang Tang and this incredible Calyrex Ice Rider team. Again, we've talked about this over and over again because we've seen this so many times with both Xiliang and Justin. The mixed speeds here, the Trick Room, and
hopefully you guys can hear that.
Again, those speed tiers.
Yeah. Before 7,000 people say that I'm muted, I figured it out. Can you hear the screen?
These are slow
Okay.
Pokemon that can
That's all that
function in
matters.
both Trick Room and Tailwind.
That's all that matters. I'm actually like actively so annoyed right now.
You just have a bunch
How
of
does an
Pokemon
entire
sitting
program
in this
uninstall
mid-speed
itself?
tier that can't do what they need to do. Like Landorus wants
God.
to knock things out like with one hit and not take damage in return. Now it's just
Oh,
kind
thank
of
God.
sitting there.
I mean, the nice thing for Xiliang is that
Ugh.
if you decide to go with Tailwind as opposed to Trick Room,
Well.
nothing on Andrew's side of the field is going to be able to outspeed your Roaring Moon after the Photosynthesis speed boost.
He has an
Tailwind would expire
Umbreon.
a little bit
I
quicker
don't even know why I'm looking up. Sorry, now I'm off my game because that entire debacle ruined my life. But
Looking at this lead, though,
I can stare here. It's Cali Ice versus Coridon,
Yeah, but
which is
fortunately, Calyrex
kind of a
has
crazy
its
matchup. Is
bestie,
Spotify still going? No, okay.
Flame
I'm
Ogre
actually
Pond
just hearing
right
the
next
freaking
door,
music in the
able
background.
to
Okay, everything's
follow
fine.
me to
Everything's fine. I added a new emote before stream in case it ends up being like one of the horses in the finals. So enjoy the new emote. There's a 2 versions of it. This one is using Glacial Lance. So who we got money on? Is there who we got money on?
that Pokemon has, it's going to have the enough attack power to take out the Ogerpon. So even though Calyrex Ice Rider may not be able to attack next turn, it's going to have one opportunity.
Coridon,
to cost the
listen.
Ogerpon.
I don't know how to tell you this, but I don't know about Cori. I don't know about Cori. He's gonna try his darndest though.
To avoid exactly the situation you were referring to, getting
Boop.
hit by a Terrafire
Hi, what's up?
from Coridon in the sun would absolutely knock out.
Who's in the finals or the it's semifinals right now, yeah?
Instead,
Top
just
4?
going for the terrestrialization and protecting
What?
the Calyrex as Coridon launches that
You
flare
third.
into the Hearthflame Ogerpon. You can see
So right now, what? It's
does
Coridon,
50%
Cali Eyes,
down
Cali
from
Shadow, and
100%
what?
damage
Groudon?
had that not been or just 100% had that not been terrestrialized, but Entei just went for an attack into Calyrex.
Bro said I paid rent, y'all got money?
Moved before the opposing Ogerpon
Psych.
Hearthflame, and that is
Not I.
information for these
Whoa.
Not
players.
I.
Hold on through the
Oh,
Ivy Cudgel
wow.
as well. And if you were playing close attention,
Another Cali Ice. So there's 2 Cali Ice, 1 Shadow Rider, and 1 Coridon?
Ogerpon
That's
could
crazy.
use Follow Me to prevent that from connecting
That's
with
a
Calyrex.
crazy
They're
top
gonna get
4.
knocked out by the Coridon at that point in time. If you want to avoid that super effective fire damage and the chance of a burn, a
Hi,
very
King.
high chance of a burn.
The Cali Ice are the same team? It's almost like people have team building groups. Isn't that crazy? Isn't it crazy that 2 people in the top 4 have the exact same team? Maybe because they're in the same team building group. Maybe because people that are good at this game don't build their teams on their own, contrary to what many people on the internet think whenever I say I have a team building group and they say that I'm bad because of it. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy?
Entei is one of those Pokemon that has its moment.
Oh no!
Video game
Oh no, the
championship
horse
series,
is
and
the
more
wait, who?
recently, it's always been Sacred
Who?
Fire.
Who
It's
died?
a lot of
Hi,
Ice and
Victor!
Sun boosted. It is such a powerful Pokemon. I think some people have forgotten about it.
Oh. I was like, the horse already died? No.
But if you can just connect your attacks and do the
Isn't that crazy though, chat?
fantastic Pokemon.
Isn't that crazy? Who would have thought that people accept help from others?
Always right here. Coridon, though, will pick up the KO onto the Ogerpon, went for the Follow Me to protect Calyrex, and does protect Calyrex.
Is this in HD?
100%
Does it look?
accurate
Was that
levels,
literally just?
but
Okay, it
will
is.
not
Never
be
mind.
able
I
to
thought it looked
protect
kind of
the
crazy for a
this
second.
Sacred Fire from Entei. The only hope
Oh
would be
no!
there
Oh!
is
Why he let it die like that? Wait, pause. Wait.
To avoid this
Wait.
onslaught of incredibly powerful fire type
Why aren't the
attacks from
team
these
builders
Pokemon.
competing too?
It's not Among Us.
Because not everybody wants to compete. Besides, some people have other strengths. Some people are good at piloting teams, and some people are good at building teams. They're two different skill sets. One involves math, and math is not my strong suit. Some do compete, that's true. Some of them do compete, but not all. Not all. Must do this solo. Or maybe they use Pokemon Showdown and use a trade bot so they have perfect Pokemon. Do you know how easy it is to train your Pokemon nowadays that literally none of these people have to gen? Do you know how easy Pokemon has made it to literally train these Pokemon? You have vitamins, you have raids that give you perfect Pokemon, the eggs to freaking hatch. You literally just have to sit in a picnic. You have items that gives you the ability to pass on perfect IVs and IVs and abilities and natures. There is literally zero reason for people to gen. Especially these people that do this as a job. There's also so many checks that they do in order to find out whether these Pokemon are gen or not. They literally make you submit a rental code before the tournament start so that they can literally put your team into a thorough background checker to make sure none of them are gen. Therefore, there is zero reason to gen nowadays.
When one hit KO, every Pokemon that we saw brought in that game with one of Flare Blitz and the Terrifier Flare Blitz in the sun, or Sacred Fire with Choice.
For Legendary, I mean, there's literally after the whole thing with the Cresselia happened in Worlds, they super cracked down on genning and doing checks on the gens. So there's literally it's almost impossible to bring a gen Pokemon to these things anymore.
This weekend, I don't think that's your win condition that you
I'm also not flying to LA to play Pokemon. When did it get so crazy? It's because of the thing that happened at the 2023 Worlds, where there was a player that was in the top cut of Worlds, and they found out that his Cresselia that he's had since he was a kid was genned because he got it from his friend, and he had no idea that his friend genned it, and he had been taking it to tournaments for years, and nobody ever caught it until that very day. And so then from that moment on, they literally started making everybody submit a rental code before the tournaments start, and they literally cross-check everything to make sure nothing's gen.
Well, it's going to be the Ogerpon and Calyrex again. It looks like Xiliang thinks that there is another option here with this lead.
Website Terapagos, wasn't that like a tournament overseas? There's still a YouTuber out there who we won't name names that still makes videos that are dude, I hate that guy. That guy that literally says that he gens things, he needs to shut up. Oh my god. Hi, what's up? I don't blame him either, because I would be so upset if I found out that the Pokemon that I had since a kid was gen and it made me lose my entire Worlds run. Nah, that's crazy. That's why whenever people are can I trade you a Pokemon? I usually say no, because I do go to tournaments and I never use Pokemon that are traded to me at tournaments, because I would rather know that they're my own Pokemon, because what if they don't know that it's gen either? You know what I mean? Oh god, Moonlight. Hi, Luigi! We're at the point you can actually use childhood, but I mean, yeah, you can, but yeah, no, the people that I don't know why everybody thinks that these top players all gen their Pokemon for what? They literally most of the people that are top cutters in these events are content creators, so they do this as their job. They have all the time in the world. They don't need to gen these Pokemon.
Yeah, definitely doesn't take super effective damage.
Can somebody understand what they're saying? Me or the casters? Are you telling me to shush? Sorry. I was on a rant.
On the scale shot, but even with 5, that won't be enough to pick up the KO.
Scale shot. It's scale shot Koraidon. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure people have brought teams of full shinies. I don't see why not, as long as they're legal. And a Sacred Fire? Oh no. Pon going down. Okay, but we got the Trick Room up, so bro has the speed control now. The vitamins are annoying, you're right. They're expensive. So is this Lando min speed then, or does it have any speed investment to it, just for the mirror matchup? Because right now they're in Trick Room, and typically Landos are speedy, obviously, but
So the big question is, did Shiliang
Doubt
pick
it's
the right
Min.
target
Do you think it has a little bit of
Well, Glacial
a little bit of
won't
something?
connect onto Koraidon, but will deal a little bit of damage into the Entei. And this super slow lander.
Any Pokemon you catch can be turned into the optimal setup rather than farming / breed. Oh, 100%. Yeah, it's really easy to build a competitively viable Pokemon in the current day and age of Pokemon. The only reason why people would ever have to breed or like reset is for things like minimum speed Ursaluna, where it's like a single encounter and it's unbreedable, or things like the horses in Sword and Shield, and you want a minimum speed Calyrex or sorry, not Calyrex, but Ice Rider, whatever the thing is called. What is the ice horse's name? Glastrier, there we go. Glastrier, if you want like a minimum speed Glastrier and you want to reset for those Ivies. No, not Calyrex. Calyrex is the rabbit. The horse's name is Glastrier. I only know Spectrier because that's my horse.
Big of a risk as we've seen some of these
For Marks, true.
In the previous parts of the tournament.
Yeah, Glastrier.
Bolt is now out for Andrew as
Yeah, I mean, I imagine that the Landorus is not like max speed or anything, because I mean, it is like it's a combo Trick Room team. It can run in and outside of Trick Room, so I imagine the Lando is probably somewhere like middling for speed.
See the terrestrialization coming out from the Raging Bolt.
Yes.
This fairy typing is going to be very important to avoiding the.
Oh, you saw the interview? Dude, I was literally like half awake in that interview. I had no makeup under one eye, so it looked like I got punched in the eye. Like, but I'm glad you saw it. Glastrier? I mean, like, ice is like clear like glass. No, not the mist. Okay. I mean, he's still not in a bad spot. They're very low HP, which means that they go down next turn regardless.
With the Landorus, it would have been knocked out, and then Shiliang would have been down to the final two Pokemon with Umbreon.
I need to go to another tournament and compete so I can get a new interview where I don't look like I actively got into a fight. Rusted bottle caps? That would actually be so sick if we were able to reset like for low IVs. But I feel like that kind of like defeats the purpose of like your Pokemon being born with IVs. So I don't know. Maybe I feel like maybe they won't ever get to that point. But that would be cool.
Well, this time around,
ooh, we love a 3-stream streak. I think the Ice Rider is in a better spot this game than it was last game. I think he adjusted well. Okay, so we are going for heals, which does make things a little more difficult because it does look like Ice Rider is having issues like picking up momentum, which is kind of an issue that both of the horses do have, is that they do need to get a KO in order to get like the ball rolling and snowball when it comes to like damage, which is why a lot of people do opt to run coaching on it. Since we did see coaching on stream earlier too, however, unfortunately it was in a mirror match against this team, and Urshifu doesn't care about defense boosts, so it didn't really help in that situation, but things like that do end up helping it, or even something like Helping Hand, just to give it like a one turn of +1. But I think now that it did get 1 KO, it's in a slightly better spot. However, I believe that there's only 1 turn of Trick Room left here, so he kind of has to be able to do a lot in this 1 turn. What Pokemon impression would you like? Honestly, if we can't trade because Mons could be gen, they might as well make that. That's true, yeah, they could do that. Okay, so he's just gonna go for a Lance and a Pollen Puff. Or a Lance and a Pollen Puff. Which I don't feel like was a bad play either. Because now he's at +2, however, Trick Room is now over. But he does have redirection from Amoonguss, which means that he could redirect the attacks coming from Koraidon into the Amoonguss to keep Amoonguss safe, therefore he can just Lance. Which I think that Andrew understands that, which is why he's going for a Flare Blitz, because he does want to get that Amoonguss off the field. Which, I mean, but Amoonguss is literally there for that exact reason, so he's happy to take that Flare Blitz so that Glastrier or Calyrex Ice Rider can get its final KO, because at this point he is +2, which should be enough, especially since Koraidon is now at half HP. Yeah. And now so we're going to a game 3. Charizard? I feel like that's what he sounds like. Hi, Jose.
after slight adaptations from the game 1 leads. And
yeah, Koraidon not having a spread attack does kind of like make it fall victim to a lot of redirection, which I think a lot of the things that it does struggle with, especially because I think that Koraidon in general struggles against both Calyrex Shadow Rider and Calyrex Ice Rider, is that it doesn't have a spread move, and most oftentimes those teams are run with some type of redirection, whether it's Follow Me or something like Amoonguss with Rage Powder. So I feel like he often has to like fight an uphill battle when it comes to teams with redirection, whereas things like Groudon and Kyogre don't struggle as much because they do have spread moves.
Absolutely, and you know, I wonder if Andrew.
Oh yeah, I mean yeah, but that's just the name of the game. Were you in one of the VG championships? Oh, I've been to a couple tournaments, yeah. I do go to them occasionally. I was supposed to go to Sacramento this year to compete, but I ended up getting a 103 fever the night before I was supposed to leave, so I couldn't go.
Is able to be knocked out. Trick Room comes up, and
there's voices because the casters are talking, but I'm also talking. So next to each other, hi.
Underspeeding everything on your team except that Umbreon.
I should be a coach. I don't think I am smart enough to be a coach, just because I do struggle with the math portion of this game, which is why I have people like in my team building group that help me with like EVing things and making sure that things live certain calculations, because that part does confuse me. But I think I'm good at piloting a team, and I think I'm good at understanding like the strategy behind certain things, which is why I'm able to take teams and use them fairly well, pretty easily. I think that that's my talent, and I'll stick with that. It's the voice. My commentary is much more pleasant. I mean, I would love to be an actual commentator.
Super effective damage onto the Hearthflame Ogerpon, even without.
Okay, so it looks like he does want to start off with immediate damage, since Andrew did start with Entei and Ogerpon, and he's debating the Terra right away. He definitely wants to get Cali Ice off the field as fast as possible, because he doesn't want to be stuck in another Trick Room situation, since, like, they can't really do anything if they're in Trick Room. We do have a Scout on the other side, which is, since they both double protected, just to see what Andrew is trying to do. Which is not a bad idea. Especially since Entei is a choice item, he's basically checking to see what move he locked into. So now he can kind of play around that, since Entei can only use Sacred Fire until it's swapped out.
Just the Sacred Fire. Here comes our
Hi, Matt.
Terastallization here in game 3. Again, it will be Fairy Calyrex. Cannot allow itself to be.
All I can really do is put down this volume. I can't really turn down the commentators per se. I'd have to just turn down the entire stream because they are live streaming themselves at the moment. We're just having a watch party. Ogerpon is going to live that super effective hit, which is actually very nice. However, it does go down to a Sacred Fire here. However, he should be able to get Trick Room up if he did go for a Trick Room here, which once again puts him in control of the speed tiers, which Cali Ice is very happy to be in that situation, especially against a team that does outspeed his team. Koraidon doesn't have speed control per se, besides I imagine his probably has Flame Charge. And we're kind of back in the same situation that we were in game 2. So this is literally the exact same situation we were just in. Oh, Scale Shot, sorry. Okay, it has Scale Shot on this one for speed control. No, Ivy Cudgel is not a contact move, so things like Rocky Helmet, it doesn't take Rocky Helmet damage because it's technically hitting with the stick. Could an Entei in theory still change moves since it went into Protect? That I don't think so. I think it only matters if you're like if something is like tricked, but that somebody correct me if I'm wrong on that one. It can't? Okay, that's what I thought. So we are just gonna go for a Lance here just to start getting damage. However, obviously Entei resists Glacial Lance, but the Earth Power is gonna take it out this turn, so we're literally having a repeat of last game. He is going to opt for Raging Bolt, which does give him some form of speed control here, since he does have Thunderclap. Obviously, Thunderclap can't go into Landorus, since it is a ground-type Pokemon, but he is able to Thunderclap into Cali Ice if he wants. But Raging Bolt is still going to be weak to those Earth Powers from Landorus, which that Landorus is Life Orb with Sheer Force, which means that he gets the boost in damage with 0 drawback since he doesn't take any chip damage from the Life Orb. And this Landorus does a lot of damage. It looks like he is going for the Terra Fairy just because he knows he is going to be weak to that Earth power. However, that also slightly helps him with the Glacial Lance as well, since he's no longer weak to Ice. So it's not a bad choice to Terra. So according to the casters, it sounds like the Raging Bolt is going to be slower than the Landorus, so he technically doesn't have to Thunderclap and could perhaps just go for a Thunderbolt. Or, yeah, Thunderbolt into the Calyrex Ice Rider, since he can no longer... But he is choosing to Draco Meteor the Landorus. Landorus is going to live that, though, so that was unfortunate, since he doesn't have the Sun Boost. And with Raging Bolt this low, he's obviously going to get KO'd next turn by Calyrex. Which means the last thing that he is able to do is put in Koraidon at this point. He is going to be able to protect 1 turn of Trick Room. However, Raging Bolt cannot protect since it is going to be Assault Vest, so he unfortunately is going to be losing Raging Bolt this turn. Yeah, I think that this is kind of just a wrap up here. I don't really see a way where he can make it through this, since we still don't even know what the 4th Pokemon is for the other... Yep, there we go. And then I think he kind of saw the writing on the wall at that point.
Team has been so dominant for Xi Liang. He is now taken down
and there goes the match. Cali Ice is now in the top 2. Top 2, yeah? Tang versus Tang. I'm sorry, Alex. Koraidon struggles against the horses. But they both... See, it's not... I mean, it's not always a bad idea to lead with the same Pokemon, but, like, I feel like in this case, the Koraidon side could have probably adjusted better. Just because literally Game 3 was almost an exact, like, replay of Game 2. Which, I mean, we already saw how Game 2 went, which Game 3 went the exact same. I do read chat, however, I am trying to give my input on what's happening, in addition to what the casters are saying. Not the Starstruck. I know, to miss it, Terra, I hope that they keep something cool like Terra for the next gen. The Entei lead into Double Protect is kind of sketchy. It is hard, especially because Entei is choice banned, so they do have, like, the luxury of being able to Double Protect and see, like, what they're gonna lock into, which I think, like, is a disadvantage to Entei, because then Entei's just kind of stuck, and it gives them a whole turn to, like, strategize how they're gonna outplay that. Now Shadow wins because it's my third favorite. I do compete in these. This is in Texas, so when it comes to going to the regionals, I tend to only go to the ones that are close to me just because they do cost a lot of money to travel to. There is also an entry fee for them, so it's not economically friendly for me to go to regionals. This is Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. If you want Diana to go to more regionals, tip! True! I am going to EUIC as a content creator. I'm not competing in EUIC, but I will be going as a creator. The next closest regional to me is Worlds. And I do not qualify for Worlds because I haven't gone to any regionals. Oh, I have not won any of these, Nathaniel. Do you know how hard it is to win a regional? Not only do you have to play out of your mind, but you also have to hope that luck is on your side, because there's things like moves that can miss, there's critical hits that you have no control over. There is, even built into the game, there's high roll and low roll. Thank you so much for the raid! Welcome! Thank you, Talon Master J. Welcome. Thank you for trusting us with your community. But even built in within the game, there is what's called a high roll or a low roll for damage. So your move, like, technically can do a little bit less damage than you thought that it would do, or a little bit more. And then, like I said, there's always crits, or... Thank you so much for the follow! Ampro69, what's up? So yeah, there's just a lot of like, half of the game comes down to luck. So not only do you have to be a really good player, you also have to be really lucky, and you also have to hope that you don't like run into bad matchups, because there's sometimes like, if like for example the horses are complete opposites, right? So imagine being Calyrex Shadow Rider and going up against Calyrex Ice Rider, who is literally a complete counter team to yours. That's not something that you want to run into multiple times, because oftentimes the counter team is going to come out on top just because it has better tools equipped to beat your team. So there's also stuff like that that you have to think about. And thank you so much for the follow. Sorry, I know I was literally in the middle of a rant. Yes, I think that Scarlet and Violet is considered a good game, at least in the competitive community. I know that a lot of more casual players didn't enjoy it that much, but for competitive, yes. Working on your VGC stream or team? Nice. I am doing well on this fabulous Sunday. This mic, this is the Razer Siren V3 Chroma. Eggsy Celebi one? Oh, in Ursi's tournament? Okay, celery. Too cold to go to NYC. Ay, ay, ay. Long time no see. I am doing well. How are you doing? It beat Arcanine? Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, right? I know. All of the Razer stuff that I have, I absolutely love. If you guys like Razer and you want to save money, I am an affiliate. So I do have a discount code. It's in my link tree. You're more than welcome to use it. Obviously, it helps me as well, because like I said, I am an affiliate, but you do get money off of the product, so it's a win-win. Getting ready for a local? Nice. I was there! I was there in Honolulu! I saw this happen with this Amoonguss that looks fake, but it's real! Did you lose? Oh no. I was there! I saw this happen IRL! I hope they make a better Amoonguss plushie, because that one makes me sad. Why are his little arms so small? Hey, yeah, feel free. Yeah, they have a lot of cool stuff out there on their website. Can I share my Pokepaste? If you want to put the Pokepaste in the Discord, I don't know if it'll post in the chat. Oh, never mind, it did post in the chat. So let me take a peek. Let me take a peek. We're looking at this Pokepaste. I hope you're okay with that. While we wait. Okay. Slay. Slay. Oh, Golden Go? Golden Go Bold. Terra Steel. But with Metal Coat. Okay. Okay. Slay. Are we taking... Oh my god, my bad. Are we taking this to... Ow! I keep clicking on the wrong tab every time. It's okay. Nothing important showed. Oh, I know. We did have to look it up. What's up? Is the meta top heavy at the moment, or is the combination more? I think that like the Pokemon that are currently in top usage are kind of the same as they were last Regulation G, which is the two horses, Terapagos, Koraidon, Kyogre, which Kyogre is doing really well this tournament, which was actually insane, and Groudon and Zamazenta. Those are going to be the top usage right now. I have a Golden Go on. I don't know. I feel like Golden Go struggles in the current format just because there's so many things that one outspeed it and two want to hurt it. Because there's things like Calyrex Shadow Rider, which unless you're like teching on a Terra for Golden Go and committing your Terra to Golden Go and not committing your Terra to a more important Pokemon, cooked. Also, if you commit to like Terra Steel or something, it struggles against things like Koraidon or Groudon or other things like Ogerpon. Like, there's just so many things against it in this reg. You never brought it to a single match? See? Like, that makes sense. Casual on the ranked ladder? Oh, heck yeah. Oh, I think on the ladder, yeah, that's great. Hype for the global challenge? When is that happening? Make sure to uninstall Honey before purchasing through the link. Oh my god, does Honey mess up the link? No, I always forget to sign up for the global challenges. I always want to do them, and then I forget to sign up. Okay, somebody's gonna have to remind me to sign up for the global challenge, and I'm gonna have to make a team for it that's like very CTS that I'm also not trash with.
We are 2 matches away here at the San Antonio Regional Championships until
Wasn't Honey outed to be scammy? Oh, I think so. I think I did hear something about that. My playstyle is using off-meta Pokemon. Oh, nice. I mean, that does work. There's a lot of times when, like, specific Pokemon are, like, kind of off-meta, and they make their way into, like, game or like regional or worlds winning teams, just because like if you're able to find like a niche for something, it ends up working in your favor, especially in a meta where a lot of the teams are the same. Okay, hold on, we're still waiting to see who wins here. Is it gonna be Justin or Dawei? Who do we think? Who do we Weezing? I hate Weezing. Oh my god, that was a cute Sprigatito flip. If I remember to sign up for the global challenge, I'll make a team for it. Tang versus Tang. I need Cali Shadow. I need a Cali Shadow versus Ice Rider finals because I feel like that would just bring me so much joy. Dawei, dude, Dawei played out of their mind when they were on stream. You want to have a VV battle? Bet. No, don't put Cali Shadow in the trash. An actual mirror match? Oh, they're gonna stream it. Okay. We're about to see. I'm not gonna lie. I like both players. I like both players that are playing, but I am biased towards Cali Shadow, so I am rooting for Dawei. No worries. Oh my gosh, have so much fun with your girlfriend and have a great dinner. I know, W Dawei, let's go. However, they do have roaring mid. Justin does have roaring mid, and I as much as I troll it, I do like roaring moon. Make Dawei change to Dawei Tang. Bro just wants a Tang versus Tang final. Well, you know, I mean, they're probably wearing a mask just to be courteous, and, you know, we love that. We love being courteous to others. Or maybe they just don't want to show their face online. That's also a thing. Not everybody wants to be online famous. Couldn't be me because I'm vain. Talk to me on Twitter. How dare I go against him? Hey, listen. Tang gang. Or both, exactly. Or both. I know. Listen, I gotta vote. I gotta vote for my horse. Diana Vane? Couldn't be me. My starter in Sword and Shield was Cinderace. Scorbunny. That's the little one. Scorbunny.
This team is going to look familiar if you just watch the other top 4 match, including Shiliang Tang, Justin Tang, the other partner in building this team is going to be using the exact same 6.
If you were to wear a mask like that, what design would I have on it? I think I would just have like a little crown on it for my logo. I should do that. Oh my god. What's wrong? Leave Floof alone. What's wrong with Scorbunny? Hello? 911? 911. You hope Dawei wins? I hope Dawei wins because everybody's been saying that freaking Cali Shadow is washed. And I'm not trying to call anybody out, but like I think that the people that are playing Cali Shadow are washed. Not that Cali Shadow is washed. I think that Cali Shadow takes a very specific person to play it. Kind of like how I think that Terapagos takes a very specific person to play it. I love Terapagos. Personally, I'm trash with Terapagos. I'm so bad. I will literally get 4-0'd with that thing. But I think that if somebody plays it well, it has a very powerful presence. It's Terra. It's Terra Starstorm is broken. Freaking, its ability is broken. And like, it literally lives everything because it literally just sits there with like 5,000 HP. So like, I think if people play it well, you need to be a specific type of player. And I think that people that play Cali Shadow well also need to be a very specific player because Cali Shadow's typing is trash. It's literally Psychic and Ghost, which is weak to so many things in this current regulation. It's also so very severely countered because people know that it's powerful, and if they let it get the ball rolling, then it literally just steamrolls everything. And it's also very frail. So, like, I feel like it also takes a very specific person, and it's, like, when people run Calyrex Shadow Rider, it's definitely more of, like, a protect the president type team, where Calyrex Shadow Rider is supposed to just hit really hard, but doesn't want to take a lot of hits itself. Because if you look at the team, look at how much support this Calyrex Shadow Rider has. It has Follow Me, it has Ruination to help it against any other special attackers like opposing Fluttermanes. It has Dondozo that literally has Yawn and puts everything to sleep and like is literally there sitting and just doesn't go anywhere. It has Urshifu and it's single strike Urshifu, which means that this is the Urshifu that's good into like the mirror to this horse. And then there's Whimsicott. Like everything around this horse is meant to like basically like protect it like a little jewel. This is a lot of words to say, Tangang. Stop. Dondozo's cool. Okay, so it looks like Dawei is starting off like very aggressive, and so is Justin, honestly. Starting off with Roaring Moon and Urshifu turn 1, it looks like they both picked very aggressive leads. This could go a lot of different ways. Thank you so much for the follow. He could just go for a Tailwind and then like a Surging Strikes, or he could go for a knockoff, since we did see earlier that this Roaring Moon does have knockoff on it. So it looks like he is going to go ahead and detect and see what's happening with Dawei's side of the field. Dawei is going for a very smart Follow Me so that it doesn't immediately get hit by a knockoff. Which was smart, because he did go for knockoffs, which, going into an Ogerpon that has a held item that technically is not a held item, that doesn't really do too much damage. Calyrex Shadow Rider went for Protect, it looks like, so nothing really happened. Nothing really happened that turn. Justin trying to figure out what he wants to do here. He is going to go ahead and go for the Surging Strikes into Ogerpon, and he is going to go for Tailwind just so that he can get that speed control. By going into Ogerpon, that does make sure that he gets rid of Redirection, so that is not a bad decision. And then he also gets up his Tailwind, which means that he's set for the rest of the game to outspeed. Oh, Cali Psychic into Detect. Okay, I didn't see that. I'm blind. I'm hoping that Cali Shadow wins. Okay, it looks like there is going to be a Terra on Dawei's side. It is going to be a Terra into the Ogerpon, which means that he is going to get hit by a super effective Surging Strikes. I don't particularly see a way of it living those Surging Strikes. However, we are about to see if it is going to outspeed. He did go for speed. Okay, alright, okay. So Dawei did go ahead and go for the Follow Me, which means that Surging Strikes is going to probably pick up this KO. Especially with holding that Mystic Water.
Because it's the choice of Tailwind and Surging Strikes, that Trastalization ends up being negative value, right? Trastalization is spent just to make a move super effective and have the...
I need to be a caster? Hopefully one day. When you go to regionals, how do I prepare? Just a lot of practicing, a lot of going into matchups that I think are bad. Dawei did go ahead and go for a Astral Barrage, which is going to do quite a bit of damage into Urshifu. It does pick up that immediate KO just thanks to the crit. Oh no, that was a very unfortunate crit. So they did just trade Pokemon here. However, Dawei is no longer in a situation where Calyrex Shadow Rider outspeeds Roaring Moon. And Roaring Moon, as we saw, does run knockoff, which is going to be super effective into Calyrex Shadow Rider, especially considering that Dawei can no longer Terrastalize. So it is going to take that 4 times weakness to knock off. We do have Dondozo on the field, so Dawei is able to go for something like a Yawn to make sure that the Roaring Moon does go to sleep. However, Amoonguss is now on the side for on the field for Justin, which means that he does also have redirection there. He does also have the ability to Spore. We are going to see a Protect from Cali Shadow, which I think is fair. And Roaring Moon did go for knockoff into Cali Shadow, which is expected. Amoonguss is going to go ahead and outspeed Dondozo here thanks to the Tailwind, which means that Dondozo is going to be asleep and is not able to cause any disruption with Yawn. What do I do to stream and have watch parties? Oh, we're literally watching their Twitch stream right now. I'm just sharing the screen. Okay, so we are going to see a swap from Cali Shadow, which means that it is going to lose that +1 Grimnay boost, and we are going to see Whimsicott coming in. Whimsicott is going to be immune to any spores. However, it is going to take some super effective damage from acrobatics, which we also know that Roaring Moon also runs. However, Dawei is going to be able to get Tailwind up here, which means that their Tailwind will expire after Roaring Moon's Tailwind, which does put them in a better situation. Since if they are able to knock out the Roaring Moon before they can set up Tailwind again, that means that they will control speed for the rest of the game. You won't get banned? No, of course not, especially not if I'm adding my own commentary. So it looks like Amoongus is going to go ahead. No, they are going to double into the Whimsicott slot. There is no sleep clause in VGC. You can spore the entire team. We are going to see the Terra come out from Roaring Moon, which means that this Acrobatics, whether it goes into Whimsicott or Dondozo, is going to do a ton of damage. Tailwind goes up for Dawei, which means that they are set for speed control until their Tailwind expires. But we are going to see the Acrobatics go into the Whimsicott, which means that they can no longer Tailwind for the next game. However, this does also mean that they can safely get Calyrex Shadow Rider back in and possibly start trying to get some damage down. Huge fissure! Huge fissure! Amoongus is out of the game! That 30% chance, sometimes you do have to gamble because now there is no way that Amoongus can cause any more redirection for the entire game. And we know exactly what Moonline said, is that Roaring Moon no longer resists Calyrex's Astral Barrage since it did get rid of that dark typing. And with Calyrex Ice Rider being the only thing left for Justin, this means that he has to basically hope that he can get rid of Calyrex Shadow Rider before it gets rid of his team. So right now, it looks like the game has now turned in favor of Dawei. That was a huge fissure. Huge fissure. All that he can really hope for is hope that he can start getting some damage off with Glacial Lance, because I don't think there's time for him to Trick Room at this point. Because either way, he is going to take a hit from a super effective Astral Barrage, considering that Calyrex does still have its Psychic typing on his side. He is going to go ahead and protect, and Calyrex is just going to start going off with an Astral Barrage. We'll see how much damage this Life Orb boosted Astral Barrage does to a Terra Flying Roaring Moon. It is going to live on 4 HP, which is actually huge! If he is going for knockoff, it is going to take that 4 times effective damage from knockoff, which means that Calyrex Shadow Rider is now out of the game, and this is all on Dondozo! Dondozo is going to go for a Wave Crash here, which means that it is going to be in a situation where it's Dondozo versus Calyrex Ice Rider. Dondozo does resist Glacial Lance, being that it is a Water-type Pokemon, however, which means that Cali Ice is going to struggle here. He is going to be fighting an uphill battle in this situation. He is going to go ahead and opt for... But Dondozo does have the ability to yawn here. If he can put Calyrex Ice Rider to sleep, that may just be the win condition. It does look like it is tipping in favor of Dawei right now, because Dawei does still have the option to put Calyrex to sleep. He does go for a double protect, which means that Dondozo will simply just take some turns of heals from leftovers, and it looks like me and Dawei are on the same wavelength because Dawei is going for a yawn. Sheer Cold Lapras vibe. Yawn does come out, which means that Calyrex is going to go with sleep next turn with no way of swapping out. High Horsepower does come out and does minimal damage. It looks like this is going to be a wrap-up for Dondozo, as Dondozo can just go for a huge Wave Crash next turn. And Calyrex is going to go ahead and go to sleep, and it looks like Justin does see the writing on the wall and is going to go ahead and concede for this battle. And it looks like Dawei is going to go ahead and take game 1. Roaring Moon does have some pretty decent special defense.
We mentioned it before the set of the Dondozo was going.
If only Cali Ice had Fissure.
Totally evident.
One of the best bulky teams we've seen forever in a day. I know.
So difficult for Dondozo to be handled, especially when you look at Justin's brings. The early through the Roaring Moon.
Never underestimate Donbozo. See, the thing is that this Dondozo is not even running with Tatsugiri, and it's literally just there to be tanky and basically cause disruption. This Dondozo is basically Among Us Light, since instead of Spore, it's just yawning everything.
Leftovers made it easier to deal with Dondozo over the course of several turns.
The Terra on Moon may have been a Fissure thing. It quite literally could have been. I could see that. Do I have a desire to cast? I do! I do! Cali Ice needs cheer cold. Imagine if Bozo could learn Spore, that I would quit. I would never battle again. Exactly, yeah. Dondozo is a great, like, tank. Especially in this current regulation. Okay, so it looks like Dawei did adjust the lead. However, it looks like there is going to have to be an immediate Terra or an immediate swap from, Ting Lu, considering that there is a very scary Urshifu sitting right across from it, which means that it is going to take super effective damage from critical hit Surging Strikes. It looks like we are going to go ahead and go for that immediate Terra into Fairy, as we've seen this is a Terra Fairy Ting Lu. However, which that also means that if Justin did fall for the bait and did Surging Strikes into the Ting Lu, that it is going to take the Rocky Helmet damage. He is going to go ahead and go for a knockoff onto Dondozo just so that it can't get any heals from the leftovers. And he does opt for Taunt. So it looks like it can no longer set up spikes, which did come in handy in the last game that we saw Dawei play on stream. It looks like Justin didn't even bring Calyrex this game. He solely opted to bring non-restricted Pokemon. An interesting play. I think he realizes that Calyrex Ice Rider is more of a liability when it comes to this matchup. Terra Fairy that Cuphead. Among Us is going to go ahead and switch in here since he does not want the Roaring Moon to fall asleep, and he is going to go ahead and go for Surging Strikes into Dondozo since he realizes that Dondozo was really the issue last game. Dawei did opt for Ruination, and it does hit into the Among Us slot, which means that Among Us is now at half HP. And he is going to go in for another yawn, predicting the swap! Oh, Dondozo is a menace! Dondozo is a menace, which means that Among Us is either going to have to go to sleep or swap out.
The regenerator will undo half of that ruination from the previous turn. And because the leftovers are now missing off of the Dondozo, those surging strikes start to add up. If you're doing that while leftovers is undoing them over
Dondozo does know. He is a whole menace in this entire matchup. Dondozo's the actual restricted here. Among Us is going to go ahead and swap out, not wanting to take that turn of sleep, and Landorus is coming out, which means that we have now seen all 4 of Justin's Pokemon. Dondozo is slowly getting chipped away at, which, like I said, Dondozo is the issue, so we do want to get that off the field as soon as possible. However, it looks like Ruination does go into that exact slot once again, predicting a swap, which means that Landorus is now at half HP, and he does get yawned! Dawei is in complete control right now, basically causing so much disruption that Justin cannot safely swap in any of his Pokemon. He is going to go ahead and swap once again into Roaring Moon, being his 3rd swap of the game. He is stuck in a yawn loop. Roaring Moon is coming out in the Urshifu slot, which means that he is going to keep Landorus in. Landorus is going to go ahead and finally get rid of Dondozo, which means he is no longer caught in a yawn loop. Ruination is going to go ahead and go into the Roaring Moon, which means that now all of Justin's Pokemon have taken half HP, with Amoonguss being the only one that can regain any HP with Regenerator. Calyrex Shadow Rider is going to come out here, which means that it is going to outspeed everything on the field at the moment, considering that he hasn't been able to set up Tailwind yet. And that's right, as the commentators just mentioned, he has lost booster energy, which means that he's not as speedy as he was when he first hit the field. He is still going to go ahead and try to set up that Tailwind just to try to get himself in a better situation here. However, if he does choose to attack double into the oh, nope, never mind. Ogerpon is going to come out on the field, and Calyrex is actually going to protect this turn. Tailwind does go off, which means that now Justin's team is going to outspeed Calyrex. An interesting play to protect in that situation. Ogerpon is going to get hit by that ground type move, which means it is going to take significant damage considering it is still well, I mean, it is neutral damage, however, it is still Landorus. Dawei is no longer in as oppressive of a situation right now, but Dawei does have access to Follow Me, which means that it is going to be kept safe from a knockoff. But that does mean that Landorus is going to be able to hit for a single target damage into Calyrex Shadow Rider. And this Earth Power, as we've seen, has been deadly, taking it down to almost the red. Astral Barrage does come out. We do know that that is going to be resisted by Roaring Moon, considering it is keeping its dark typing, but it does take out Landorus, putting it at +1.
What can actually outspeed it now?
Nothing can outspeed it while Tailwind is
It is going to also take that Life Orb damage, which means that it is now in the red, and we know that Urshifu doesn't care about Protect. So it looks like this will be the end for Calyrex Shadow Rider. We do have Ting Lu back on the field, but what can Ting Lu really do for us in this situation? Knockoff is going to be going into Ting Lu, which means that it is going to lose that Rocky Helmet item. Dondozo did go down, yeah. It only has Ruination and Sand Tomb. That means that it can't really hit. It can't really hit Roaring Moon, can it? That Protect did kind of it did turn the tide of the entire battle. I think that was a turn where Dawei did need to be a little bit more aggressive and not play as passively and simply just start going for damage instead of waiting it out. Surging Strike's going into Calyrex Shadow Rider, since as we know, Calyrex will not be able to outspeed that Urshifu outside of Tailwind.
Right, yeah, I think this game is all but over. We saw that the knockoff moves first, so it's safe to just water, terastallize.
So it looks like we are going to be going to a Game 3.
So Justin takes Game 2, ends up the set, and takes us to a deciding Game 3 in this semifinal.
But precarious nonetheless. So as we take a look at this Game 2 and look back on some of these critical turns, Justin had to get that.
Let my horse be in the finals!
Shadow Rider Calyrex protected to be able to have that free and clear.
He got it right, but it was also completely safe because of the defense that Roaring Moon offers. We mentioned before the set that Dawei opts here for Psychic and Astral Barrage and Substitute, so not great coverage.
Cali Ice? I don't know. It was interesting that he chose to leave it, because I think he realizes that so many things on Dawei's side of the field are oppressive into it, that it's almost more of a liability to bring it, because Dondozo resists it, Calyrex Shadow Rider is super effective into it if it doesn't Terra. If it's Mudsdale. The game is tough. I don't think that the open for Dawei in Game 2 was the correct open. I think that they had a much better open in Game 1, which is why they were able to control the battle so much easier.
solving how eventually the Cavalry Shadow Rider deals with Roaring Moon.
The Ruinations felt like they were adding up, but I think you needed 1 or 2 more on that Roaring Moon to really put it in.
All right, we got game 3 starting here.
range.
It looks like Dalway is going to opt for the same open as game 2.
And Justin Tang as
So we'll see how they decide to play differently this game.
4 or a
And we'll see if Justin brings Calyrex this game. Since we saw last game, he actually chose to leave it.
Lead that we've seen before, but now there's a Landorus on the other side instead of Urshifu. That means Taunt
He is going to go ahead and just target into the Dondozo since he knows that the Dondozo is the issue. And he wants to get that thing off the field as fast as he can.
down a little bit more. Options are
I mean, this is...
into the Landorus.
Protect does come out on Dondozo, which means that Ting Lu is free to do whatever it wants here.
stave off the knockoff. One of those big critical adjustments Justin made in that game too to make sure that
Earth Power and Knockoff go into Protect, and Ting Lu
is able to stall out with that
is able to set up Stealth Rocks, which, as we saw in Game 1, was a huge issue. Not even in Game 1, in a previous game, in a previous stream match.
I think it's not the highest cost to pay
So now,
into a Protect, and now you're free to make that double target again.
he's going to go ahead and double target into Dondozo once again.
The Earth Power just clicking up
Since Ting Lu can't really do anything into either of these Pokemon, and Earth Power does a ton of damage, and with no way for Dondozo to regain any HP from leftovers, all it can really do is yawn and pray. Ruination does also miss on Roaring Moon.
off of the field and to lose that booster energy.
I don't think it's so bad for Roaring Moon to go off the field to wait to fight the Calyrex Shadow Rider later. And Landorus is now threatening a KO into Dondozo.
He is debating on a knockoff here, it looks like. I imagine going into the Ting Lu slot. However, he is going to opt for
in a similar way to the last game where the
a swap in into Amoonguss,
Calyrex Shadow Rider to
while Landorus is going to Earth Power once again into the Dondozo slot, since he doesn't want to have to deal with Yawn.
has to start out on the offense with Calyrex.
He also did opt to leave Cali Ice at home once again.
Get a chance to move before this Landers. Otherwise, you think maybe I go for something like a
So Amoonguss is going to take a little bit of damage from the pointed stones, but Dondozo does go down this turn.
just like that, down to 3 Pokemon in this final game of the
Ruination does come out into Landorus,
time onto the Landers, so it's gonna go down to 50% HP.
and we'll see what Pokemon Dawei opts to bring in the Dondozo slot.
The threat of Yawn.
The good thing about Dondozo going down that turn is they do get a fresh swap without taking any unnecessary damage. Thank you so much for the follow, Ryan. No, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, it's so small. Ryanella? Is that how it's pronounced? I'm so sorry if I mispronounced it. I'm so sorry. It was so small. But thank you so much for the follow.
Waiting to make life difficult hasn't been chipped at all yet, which
It looks like they are opting to bring in Cali Shadow here.
Calyrex Shadow Rider. Now, one difference from game 2 is that Terastallization hasn't been used yet.
Yes,
Urshifu
Moonlight.
forced it early as a but that hasn't happened to this game, meaning that at least the Calyrex Shadow Rider
It looks like Justin is going to go ahead and swap in Roaring Moon here.
But is there actually
Perhaps in an attempt to set up a Tailwind.
able to get through this Amoonguss before
Since right now, Dawei does currently have the luxury of outspeeding with Calyrex. And not only is he going to be able to get in Tailwind, he is going to resist Astral Barrage. However, Dawei does also have the ability to simply Psychic Amoonguss.
Roaring Moon switch first?
And get Amoonguss. Dawei does go for a Protect, though.
So it's just a Protect in front of this Amoonguss that would have loved
Ruination is going to go into the Amoonguss slot.
to make sure that it's a little bit easier.
And Amoonguss is going to go ahead and Spore the Ting Lu.
So now a big deal here for the Ting Lu to be off kind of out of threat right now.
Yeah, I think a really poor turn for Dawei. You can see what she was hoping for with the targeting going into Calyrex Shadow Rider and just skipping it with
Oh, is Tailwind up?
and then
Oh.
getting the chip damage into Amoonguss that makes an absolute
Dawei does still have the ability to Terra. That is very true.
Roaring Moon and no targeting at all into Calyrex Shadow Rider. Now the position is really poor. Your support next to Calyrex Shadow Rider is asleep and cannot help.
Justin is going to opt to protect the Amoonguss, realizing that it is within range of either a Psychic or an Astral Barrage.
Into a Dark Terrestrial Shadow
But it looks like Dawei is going to opt for a swap without letting Ting Lu take a turn of sleep, which means the next time it does come on the field, it will take a mandatory turn of sleep.
It is the Ogre Pawn.
And we see Ogre Pawn come out.
On the receiving end of something like this Spore, so it wouldn't get put to sleep. But here's the terrestrialization.
Oh. Hi, what's up, Becca? We do see a Terra into the Dark Terra on Calyrex. Meaning that if it does get hit by a knockoff, it is not going to take that 4 times effective damage. Astral Barrage does come out, which once again, that is going to be resisted by the Roaring Moon. Roaring Moon is going to take like a tiny bit of damage. That was an insignificant amount of damage. Knockoff does come out, meaning that Life Orb is no longer available to boost that Calyrex's damage, and it was a crit. Pollen Puff is going to go ahead and go into the Calyrex slot, now being a super effective move. It will also be super effective into Ogerpon if it does choose to follow me. I'm glad you're enjoying my commentary. This is definitely not a situation that Dawei wants to be in, as it looks like right now Justin is in control of this game. That as well, yeah. It does put it within range. We do see Follow Me come out, meaning that it's not going to take that Pollen Puff, and whatever Roaring Moon decides to do, it is going to go ahead and take that damage as well. We do see a Substitute, keeping it safe for at least one more hit. Tailwind does come out, which means that speed control is no longer in Dawei's hands. And Pollen Puff is going to come out on to the Ogerpon. However, considering that Pollen Puff is now super effective, it will be enough to break the Substitute if it does target into the Calyrex slot. Especially considering that we know that Roaring Moon has Acrobatics, and Acrobatics is going to be enough to take out that Ogerpon. Justin won as soon as Dondozo went down. Dondozo was a really important Pokemon, and it was very unfortunate that it did go down so early in the game. It's not there is still quite a bit of game left, considering that there is still a situation where Calyrex lives at least one more turn. Landorus is coming out, so depending on how this turn goes, there may still be a lot of game left. We do see a Protect come out from Roaring Moon. Spiky Shield coming out on Ogerpon. And Calyrex is going to go for an Astral Barrage, but on Justin's side, I think he sees an opportunity to safely get an Urshifu here, since we haven't yet seen his 4th Pokemon come out. And we know that Urshifu currently outspeeds Calyrex. And since since Urshifu hits 3 times, it will be able to break the Substitute. Urshifu is going to come into that slot, so he basically just got a free swap into Urshifu. There's still 2 turns of Tailwind left. He is gonna go for a Terra Flying Acrobatics into the Ogerpon slot, meaning that Ogerpon is going down this turn.
Justin's doing a little bit of a fist pump right now. Seems to be very confident in the play that's about to come next.
Follow Me comes out, which means that it is going to go down to the Acrobatics this turn, and it is going to go ahead, and which means that Calyrex is going to go ahead and get hit by Sturging Strikes and be KO'd this turn as well. And all that Dawei has in the back is a Tinglu that is currently asleep and also vulnerable to Surging Strikes, considering that Dawei did use Terra on Calyrex.
And you get a chance to see these final 2 strikes deal enough damage to get the knockout onto this Shadow Rider Calyrex, leaving Dawei down to just the...
And it looks like Dawei has accepted that this is the end of the game. This is going to be the end of the run for Calyrex Shadow Rider. I am so sad. But it looks like we are going to be getting a Calyrex Ice Rider versus Calyrex Ice Rider final. Mirror Finals! That was a huge game.
Take a look at the emotion that's on his face. Justin somebody that tasted so much early success.
Missed Ruination and got 3 crits. That's what I was saying earlier, is that sometimes when you go to these regionals, you have to be lucky, because a lot of things can go not in your favor.
Player in the Masters division has been able to accomplish, but feeling like he almost lacked the ability to get back there again after seeing some disappointing performances at the NA.
The Calyrex Ice Rider team? Yeah. We're gonna see an entire ladder of Calyrex Ice Rider teams. Thank you so much for the follow!
If there's one thing to be proud of, it's the absolute coup in team building. Something
That was a... Yes, Dawei did have a really good team. I think in Game 2, if Dawei hadn't protected the turn where they did, that would have been enough for them to get the win in that game. Sometimes it's something that small, protecting when you shouldn't have, playing passively when you should have played more aggressively.
went by storm to take both finals positions. Something, as far as I know, has never happened before at a regional.
This is certainly history in the making here, but Dawei
Usually a pocket viewer? Oh, thank you, I appreciate it.
in that grand finals next to Shiliang Tang. Dawei also
This set does come down to a 50-50 game too. Protect or not. Yeah, that's exactly what happened, because if Dawei hadn't protected there, I think Dawei had the game in Game 2. Have you missed much? Well, you just missed the craziest semi-final match between Calyrex Ice Rider and Calyrex Shadow Rider.
a step too short this time around, but I feel like it's coming.
2 top 4s in this season makes her one
Whew.
of the most successful players in North America, and so I expect to see more afterwards. It's just such a well.
I think Dawei stocks are on the rise though, because this is Dawei's been doing really well.
Was executed extremely well, and that match could have gone either way.
Yeah, the finals are literally a mirror match between the exact same team.
Going up against Shiliang Tang in the finals.
Both of them are running the exact same team.
Coming into this weekend, Len,
Yeah, there was a couple of times when Dawei played a little bit too passively.
North America's first reappearance back into Regulation G, having a couple of events
Oof.
to also base some
Oh my
opinions
goodness.
in the Latin America
Oh
and
my
European regions the
goodness.
weekend prior. But where were the horses? We've been asking who
Where are the horses is true. Everybody's been saying that Calyrex Shadow Rider and Ice Rider are falling off. But I think that the last match we just watched just kind of showed that it takes specific people to play these teams in order to really, like, let them shine. Tang versus Tang with the exact same team. A literal mirror match that we have never seen before. This is definitely going to be a good final. There was a turn when Wind wasn't up where Ruination and 2 barrages would have KO'd Roaring Moon on the Switch and they opted for Protect. Yeah, I recall that turn as well, yeah.
This just makes me so excited to see how
Whew.
the finals are going to play out. We are going to
I cannot wait for this finals. They are going to take a break, it looks like.
regional champion.
So we are going to go ahead and mute for a little bit. Whew! Let me turn on my Switch in the meantime and get that all readied up for when after the finals. But, oh my goodness, don't worry. We'll watch the finals too. They're just taking a short break and I doubt everybody wants to watch commercials. Are they related? I actually don't know. I think they just have the same last name. They just build together. The finals is gonna happen after these commercials that are currently on their stream. That's why I swapped to the game. Ooh, thank you so very much for the follow. Okay. Let me do this. If anybody wants to take a brief intermission and have a battle, I'm searching. I should probably pop out my screen so I can see. No. There we go. Aha. Boop. Now I can see. The same last name. Do I play Pokemon Unite? I don't. I've never played Pokemon Unite. It looks way too stressful for me. The ladder? I can go on the ladder. But my record is negative. My record is very negative. We're literally in like the low. Yep, there we go. That's where it is. That's what I get for fooling around too much with Parish Song teams and EVs. I also have an Ice Rider team, but my Ice Rider team is hard Trick Room. Whereas Justin's Ice Rider team is definitely more of a balanced team that can run inside and outside of Trick Room. I can play it though. Whew. Oh man, oh man. Somebody tell me when the finals come back onto the screen, and then I'll swap back over. Hopefully not soon. No, you don't need a Nintendo account to access the ladder. You just need to be connected to Wi-Fi. But if you want to battle with somebody over the Wi-Fi, then yes. Oh! Not us replaying the game we just had. That's definitely Expanding Force, though, because they do have Indeedee, which means that they want to Expanding Force. However, I also have Indeedee. I'm going to go ahead and start with Incineroar. I think here it's pretty safe to start Incineroar, and thank you so much for the follow. We're gonna actually start with Hatterene. I'm gonna bring Indeedee. And then I think lastly we bring the horse. Just because I don't want to be stuck in a situation where they take away my terrain with their terrain, and they fake me out and I can't get Trick Room up. No, you don't. You just need to be connected to the Wi-Fi in your room to go onto the ranked ladder. But in order to battle somebody over the Wi-Fi, like via link code, then you need a Nintendo Online subscription. But to just battle in the in-game ladder, no, you don't need a Nintendo account. Hi, what's up? Okay, so they are going to go ahead and opt for starting off very aggressively. So what they can do here, I believe what they will do is follow me so that Knockoff doesn't go into Calyrex. Me... We are going to protect with Hatterene here, just because either they Terra. They do Terra. They are Terra Fairy, however, whatever item they have is still going to get knocked off. It is going to opt for Nasty Plot, it looks like. And they are running Imprison. Knockoff is not very effective considering that it's now a fairy type. However, it was running Covert Cloak. That's what we're gonna do. Covert Cloak, yeah, that way it can't get slowed down by things like Icy Wind. This is gonna give me a special defense boost, which means that if it does opt for... That's fine. If it does opt for something like Barrage, it's not gonna be effective. Incineroar is going to go ahead and take minimal damage from that, considering it is a Dark-type Pokemon and deal super effective damage to Indeedee. However, unfortunately, it is running Rocky Helmet, which is not very helpful. Oh yeah, that too, Snarl. Do we think they have helping? Nope, they don't. I can helping hand. I don't know how much this Terra water is going to help me, considering that they did get a nasty plot off, which means that they're at +2. I am gonna move second, but I can't really do anything because I cannot Trick Room. Astral Barrage is not going to affect Indeedee. And Calyrex is going to live! We are gonna go ahead and get a +1. Never mind. They doubled into Calyrex. And this is what happens sometimes in closed team sheet. This is what happens sometimes in closed team sheet. You simply get imprisoned. And TD not being Dazzling Gleam. Are the finals up yet or no? Should I go again? See, the only issue with running Imprison Indeedee is that I feel like Imprison Indeedee is something that works really well in closed team sheet, like on the ladder, but in an open team sheet setting, it's much easier to play around Imprison. They're just talking? Okay. Oh, God. What was that glitch? Okay, we'll go again. A true man of the people. Okay, we are going up against a Kyogre team with an Iron Jugulus and a Wo-Chen. The Wo-Chen difference. Okay. We are going to go ahead and start with Indeedee. Just to make sure that they can't get any fake out since they have no way of getting rid of my terrain. I don't think that this is a bad start in particularly because I can simply Terra Water. We can bring this. And lastly, I think we do need our own Incineroar. They're about to start? Oh no! How close to starting are they? Oh no! The Kyogre team looks saucy. How close are they to starting? Okay. I mean, I am playing. Speedrun the match? I could just throw. Okay. This is not a bad start. We're not in a horrid situation right now. We get our terrain up, which means that they cannot fake out, and we also have redirection on our side. I am going to go ahead and go for a follow me here. We are going to Terra Water, and I am going to opt for Trick Room. They have exchanged team sheets. Okay, let me know when they're, when the little whew thing comes up on the screen. So here comes Kyogre. Which means that Urshifu is going to get maximum damage out of these critical hit surging strikes. Even though they know the team. Follow Me comes out for me. And we are going to see Surging Strikes come out. Indeedee is going to go down this turn, but we are going to be able to get Trick Room up. Let me know when the screen changes. Trying not to laugh. Oh! Okay. They're in team preview? Thunder! Shoot. I'm gonna have to run. I did live that, which is nice. They haven't started yet. I'm switching between screens. We do get rid of Urshifu here. Shoot. No! Okay, I'm switching. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Oh my god. Ah, unmute. Ah. Oh my god, where is my screen? Oh, I lost my screen. Oh no! Oh no, I lost my screen! I'm unplugging my Switch. Hopefully that doesn't mess up for the rest of stream. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh no. Listen, I can tell you guys right now that I sent out Incineroar. Oh no.
Well, this water terror is going to be very helpful for the surging strikes on the Urshifu on the opposing side, as Roaring Moon is free to set up this tailwind. Look at how with this terror water, this
okay, they are gonna look. Oh my gosh.
Champion. And so now Justin with an Urshifu on his own side.
I should put the volume down on my own Switch. I'm sorry. Wo Chen, you say? They sent out Wo Chen on my side. Okay. Trying to pay attention to two things at the same time right now. Oh my god! Moonlight, I want you to know that an Incineroar just undersped my Calyrex. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm trying to pay attention to two things at once, and it's not working. I'm running from this battle, so I can pay attention to the battle in front of me. Oh my god, let me run. Oh no, what's happening in the current battle on screen? What did I miss? No, their Incineroar undersped my Calyrex. They knocked off my Clear Amulet. They are running the exact same team. This is literally a mirror match. They built the team together. Okay. Oh my god. I am finally not looking at my Switch. Jesus. Alright, I can pay attention. Trick Room did not dissipate. Not to my knowledge. I don't know. I was also panicking, so I don't think so. I'm pretty sure there was only like 2 turns of Trick Room that expired. I don't know. I don't know anything anymore. Okay. No, I was not holding Iron Ball. Okay, what are we doing? I'm trying to figure out what's happening right now. Okay. Iron Ball is, yes. Yes. Okay.
It's going to be the Roaring Moon that takes the Terra, so an increase.
So Roaring Moon is going to Terra Flying here, which means that it will be weak to a Glacial Lance, but we have not seen Calyrex come out just yet. Roaring Moon is going to opt for an Acrobatics into Urshifu, but it's not enough! Glacial Lance comes out, which means that it is going to get the KO on Urshifu. However, Landorus is going to resist that, considering it's currently a Water type.
Could have been delivered a big attack, but it went for the double protect instead.
Calyrex wasn't threatening much damage there, but it was threatening enough damage to mean that either knockoff or acrobatics could be finished with.
Oh, okay. Calyrex does come out on Justin's side, which means that Roaring Moon is now going to be weak to those Glacial Lances. There's only one turn of Tailwind left, so he is going to go ahead and opt for Protect onto Landorus and a Glacial Lance into the opposing Roaring Moon. Knockoff is going to go out into Calyrex, which means that it is going to take super effective damage from that. Clear Amulet is no longer available, and Glacial Lance does come out. Glacial Lance will not be enough for the KO. However, Calyrex is now at 28 HP, meaning that it is going to go down next turn. But it does have a +1 Chilling Neigh. There is no longer any speed control on oh my god, on the opposing side. So it is going to be a speed tie. We see Ogerpon come out. Landorus is going to go for a Sandsear Storm, trying to get the double damage, and Calyrex is going to go for a Protect, knowing that it is going to be weak to whatever comes out from the other side. The double damage does come out, including a crit! Hornleech comes out onto the Calyrex, and it looks like the opposing Calyrex is going to go for a Glacial Lance, which should do a bit of damage onto the Landorus. It is enough to knock out the Landorus, which means that it is also going to be at +1 Chilling Neigh. Roaring Moon is going to be the last Pokemon on Justin's side, which means that he does have the ability to go for a Tailwind here, making his Calyrex outspeed the opposing Calyrex. He is going to opt for an Acrobatics onto the Ogerpon, while his Calyrex is going to go for a High Horsepower. Follow Me comes out, and Acrobatics is going to be enough there. It all comes down to a coin flip. Whichever Calyrex moves first is going to get the KO here. And it looks like Justin's Calyrex is going to outspeed, and it's not going to miss, which is going to lock up this first game for him. Both of their last names are Tang.
Trained in the same way, with the same speed, one of them is going to move first. Had it been Shiliang's Calyrex Ice Rider, it would have gotten 2 KOs with Glacial Lance and just ended the game. But
I was afraid of High Horsepower there too, because if High Horsepower would have missed, or if he would have lost the speed tie, then that would have been in Shilling's favor. They're probably talking about their team because they built it together.
So it's fascinating to be able to actually dive deeper into the intricacies of a mirror match here. We didn't see the same.
This is literally like the epitome of a mirror match at the moment, because like I just said, they built this team together. It's the exact same team, trained the exact same way. They're in the same team building group. So they really are putting their team to the test to see who is able to pilot it better in a mirror.
Ice Rider that opened up high horsepower being enough damage into Calyrex Ice Rider at the end. I think Shiliang otherwise probably took the safer path through this game. So even though Justin won that game one, he might still be searching for adjustments and thinking about how to approach it differently, because I'm not sure how reproducible that game is.
You see the
You never practice the actual mirror. That's so true. You never practice against your exact team. So this is literally like them testing their own team against each other. So now we see how they both adjust in game 2.
Yeah, playing instinctually, just trying to lean on your own hot hand to continue to go through and make the right decisions. I think it's worth noting that Justin did make it through that with a few turns where that hot hand wasn't on, right? The protect with the Landorus when no
I wish I knew what happened the first couple of turns. So we are going to start game 2, and it looks like it's Roaring Moon and Urshifu versus Roaring Moon and Calyrex Ice Rider.
We'll take a look at this, a bit of an adjustment as
So there has been an adjustment.
going to be led at the beginning of this game number 2, and we're going to see the Ice Rider Calyrex for Justin and for Shiliang the Urshifu.
In game 1, Justin brought his Calyrex Ice Rider in only.
There is a 50% chance that either Tailwind or Trick Room goes up this turn, and depending on which way this goes, it could decide game 2 right now. Because if one of them Trick Rooms and the other one Tailwinds, that puts the momentum in the Trick Room user's hands.
Though if Calyrex Ice Rider can get an attack off, it's threatening at a Glacial Lance into Roaring Moon, and with flying as the Terastallization, there's
Glacial Lance is going to go ahead and come out turn 1.
it's really impactful for now.
And Tailwind comes out.
Boost up the Urshifu and get Justin Shiliang moving first.
It's gonna be
Thank you so much for the follow!
so offset off the bat.
Both of them do set Tailwind, and Urshifu does opt for Surging Strikes into Calyrex.
A little bit risky here for Justin to not go for something like that Fairy Terastallization. Still has to take about half damage from the Surging Strikes.
It does take half HP from Urshifu. Urshifu is going to resist this Glacial Lance. However, the Roaring Moon is going to go down, which means that he is now at +1 Chili Nay.
Yeah, this is a strong start from Justin. Shiliang basically has to match Tailwind, because otherwise Calyrex would have moved first before Urshifu, gotten that Glacial Lance off anyway, and then
The Calyrex does come out on the other side, but what can he do in this current situation to stop the momentum on Justin's side?
force match
Justin is currently at +1, so he's able to happily Glacial Lance,
more valuable in that position.
while he still has Roaring Mid, able to do super effective damage onto Urshifu.
Tailwinds means that we're back to ground.
Urshifu does opt for the Water Terra, hoping that maybe he lives in Acrobatics?
Better end of it this time.
But he goes for knockoff into Calyrex, so Calyrex is now at half HP.
Water Terra on this Urshifu. You're gonna be
Surging Strikes does come out, and he is going to target into the opposing Calyrex. Will it be enough? 1,
Ice Rider Calyrex
2, and Calyrex is going to go down on Justin's side.
pick up enough damage to make up for that small bit of difference you were missing. So Justin does not get a chance to attack again.
Did I call it Roaring Mid?
As
And Trick Room goes up!
in this turn.
Yeah, Shiliang could have just had a Glacial Lance for KO into Roaring Moon, but prioritizes the Trick Room there. When you see how fast the Pokemon Justin has left are, that may be a good decision. The Water Terastallization also removed the risk of an Acro.
There is going to be 4 turns of Trick Room, and how many turns of Tailwind? Their camera's in the way, I can't see. But that means that once the Tailwind expires, the Trick Room team will have the advantage. Roaring Moon is going to go ahead and go for Protect here, while Urshifu is going to Surging Strikes into Calyrex. Calyrex is going to be withdrawn here, saving it for later once the Tailwind expires. And Amoonguss comes out!
Yeah, especially if you expect a surging
Amoonguss is going to happily eat up all of those Surging Strikes and is going to be able to redirect any attack coming out from Roaring Moon in the future.
on this Amoonguss, but imagine if there was. Either way, it's one way that Shiliang can still make good use of that Trick Room when you have it set up from that.
Urshifu on the other side is going to go ahead and target a close combat into Roaring Moon, dropping Roaring Moon, leaving the last Pokemon on Justin's team to come out.
Combat with Unseen Fist picks up the KO. Shiliang demonstrably ahead now.
Justin is only down to 2 Pokemon.
Landorus is going to be the last Pokemon here. And with them still being at a speed tie until Tailwind expires, thank you so much for the gifted sub! Standard Kenny, thank you! He is going to go ahead and go for that Terra Water to try to keep that Landorus alive for maybe just one more turn. Thank you so much for the follow! Taunt is going to come out into the Amoonguss, trying to prevent any type of disruption or redirection from Spore or Rage Powder. Terra Water comes out.
So something that you don't necessarily see every day is a terrestrialization committed onto a Pokemon that's just
And Landorus is going to opt for Protect. Spore comes out and gets blocked by Protect. Amoonguss is no longer going to be able to redirect or Spore anything unless it swaps out, but Urshifu is going to opt for Surging Strikes. Thank you so much for the sub, Standard Kenny, into the Landorus, which of course is going to do minimal damage thanks to the Terra Water. That is going to go ahead and take it down to just over half HP, however. But now, Trick Room is still up for 2 more turns, which means that Shilling still does have the speed control in this situation. Pollen Puff is going into the Landorus to put it within range. And Close Combat comes out onto the Urshifu, actually. Earth Power goes out into Amoonguss. And Calyrex comes out, but he does have the ability to double protect here and stall out Trick Room.
Amoonguss cannot Rage Powder. The Urshifu is healthy enough to take a Glacial Lance easily. Trick Room is also soon to expire. It feels like with another...
This looks like this may be the end, and we may have our regional champ. Landorus is going to opt for Protect here to stay safe from the Glacial Lance, while Amoonguss goes for a Pollen Puff onto the Calyrex. It is almost back up at full HP, and it is going to go for a high horsepower into Urshifu, while Urshifu opts to go for a Surging Strikes onto Amoonguss. Will Calyrex be able to pull out the win? Earth Power is going to go into the Calyrex, and so is Surging Strikes. I don't think that Calyrex is going to be able to take the KO here. Earth Power comes out, takes it down to just under half HP, and Surging Strikes looks like it is going to be enough to take out Calyrex. And there goes the game. Justin Tang is going to be our San Antonio Regional Champion.
So many smart plays. That avenue with the water terrestrialization protect.
Woo! That was wild. That was crazy. Oh my goodness. Listen. That was insane. That was a crazy game. That was a literal mirror. It could have. That's all she wrote. But either way, Calyrex Ice Rider is going to be the San Antonio Regional Champion. Let's go, Calyrex Ice Rider. Whee! Sending my commentary to Pokemon? Somebody can go ahead and do it for me. Let them know that there's a Goyle that's ready if they ever have an empty slot. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick restroom break. I'll be right back, and I'll go on do more ladder battles where you can actually see the battles. So don't go anywhere. I'll be back. I got pretzels. Whew. Okay. Shall I continue on the ladder with my hard trick room Tally Ice team? Who's calling Flutter made of froth? Thank you, thank you. Happy to be back. You want pretzels? These are peanut butter pretzels. Hopefully we don't run into any imprisons. Fluttermane is not a fraud! Is that a Vaporeon? What's going on? Fortress spotted and a what? Yeah, why is there always some variant of Donphan? No, all of the times that I've been on the ladder lately, there's always been like some type of like Donphan variant. Okay. So now I have to figure out if the Miraidon has Protect or not. Okay, it has White Herb, so I imagine that it does have Protect. Announcers? I can be the announcer. Okay. Okay. All right. And we are back in business. Just in case, I want to see what the fortress is doing. We don't have any Glacial Lance boosts yet, so there's no harm in me swapping right now. Fortress is going to use Curse, it looks like. dropping its own speed and raising its attack and defense. Flare Blitz is coming out and still does a huge chunk of damage. However, I do also take infinite recoil. Blizzard is going to come out from... Ow! And Incineroar does manage to live here, but I do get hit with a freeze. I am going to go ahead and swap out Incineroar here and get my Calyrex Ice Rider back out and opt to go for a Follow Me so I don't get hit by a Gyro Ball. Miraidon is coming out. And Gyro Ball comes out as well, doing minimal damage to Indeedee. We are going to go ahead and go for a Glacial Lance here. Actually, lie. No, yeah, we're going to go for a Glacial Lance. And a Follow Me from Indeedee. What do you mean? Talking about Miraidon? Why? The opponent has to decide whether they're going to keep in Miraidon and risk getting hit by a Glacial Lance, or Terra to maybe once again perhaps try to not get single-handedly KO'd by Glacial Lance. Iron Bundle comes out. With this being my final turn of Trick Room, I am going to go ahead and go for a Follow Me. And a High Horsepower and hope that it doesn't miss. Oh my god. Although it did heighten its attack with Purse, I am going to go ahead and go for an Intimidate to lower the attack. However, that doesn't help me on the defense side of things. However, all Incineroar has to offer at this point is simply Intimidate damage. Gyro Ball does come out and does minimal damage into Calyrex. We get Trick Room back up, which means we are back in speed control, and we will be able to get our terrain back. However, instead of terrain, I am going to opt to put Zapdos in. We are going to go ahead and protect for one turn with Calyrex, and I am going to go for a coaching here. Actually, I mean, we saw how little damage that did, so I think it's better to just attack with Calyrex. I know that this Zapdos is actually not minimum speed. So we are going to do that. Okay. Alright, we got +1. Finally. We have swung the game back into my favor. Waiting for my opponent to make a decision. Miraidon comes out and sets up their terrain again. And so does Ninetales. Ninetales is going to be able to get Aurora Veil up. However, we are able to start chipping away with Glacial Lance, and we will get coaching after Glacial Lance moves because Zapdos is not minimum speed. That still does a significant amount to Ninetales. What? Oh no! Mirror Herb is crazy! We are gonna go ahead and what the actual? Will close combat be enough? It's enough. Who won? Justin Tang. Zapdos does go down to a blizzard this turn. But we're able to bring back Indeedee. And I can safely go for a Glacial Lance with a helping hand. Mwah! Ugh. It's hard for me to break character. Mirror Herb is crazy on Ninetales. Just put Light Clay on it like a normal person. Oh my god, look at this record. Actually insane. We'll do Kieran. Luigi! Okay. Am I Terra water? Yes. Hmm. Is this the play? It's just the ogre pawn that stresses me out. A cowboy hat? Yeehaw! See? Me and Rush were on the same page there. Yeehaw! Okay. Really? No way my headset's dying. Low battery. Trash. Okay. I am gonna opt for Terra Water. We are gonna go ahead and go for Trick Room. And then Indeedee is going to go ahead and follow me. Nah, that's attacking Fluttermane. It wants to dazzle. Yeah, they want to dazzle. Probably Specs, yeah. Usually when they're Terra Fairy, they're Specs. We'll see how much we take from this. That crit was annoying. That crit was real annoying. That's what we're doing. I don't know if it'll... I don't know what it's gonna do, but we're gonna do it. Okay. At least I won't take 10,000 damage from Flare Blitz now. I answered. Okay. There's Groudon. Will this be an... Oh, yeah, hopefully I don't miss. Okay. We can't be intimidated now. Had to get rid of the intimidator. Okay, we're still in control. That Fluttermane can't protect, and Groudon protected last turn, so we're free to Glacial Lance here. Why does Groudon look so small? Mwah! I love Trick Room. Oh my god, sorry. Oh my god, thank you! And thank you so much for the 16 months! Can I do challenges like using like only Ash's team to win? I've done challenges like that, which is why I'm on the ranked ladder, and that's usually why my ranked ladder record is garbage, because I'll use like the Eevees on the ladder, I'll use like bad teams on the ladder. Right now I'm using this team because I like Trick Room. Small, you say? But yeah, I do fun stuff like that all the time. But right now, this is the first time I've used like an actual functional Cali Ice team. It is hard Trick Room though, which does put it at a bit of a disadvantage, I feel like, because like Trick Room's kind of imperative for this team, because if I don't get it up, like I don't have like a way to like do anything because my team's slow. I'm doing well. How are you doing? Oh, did you whisper? DMs where? I don't have any whispers or anything on Discord. Zacian! Do I bring Ensign here? Or do I bring Luna? I feel like Luna kind of sound good here. Hey, let them be. Pineapple work? Hey, let's go! Shiny hunting Mewtwo? Why Iron Bolt? Well, because Zapdos is supposed to be slow. Hey, do you think Clefairy has after you? Frozen, I think Clefairy is a physical attacker. Discharge? Am I about to get discharged by a Zapdos? Well, that was embarrassing. Well, that was embarrassing. Oh. That was actually so annoying. Why did I get double paralyzed? Why did I get double paralyzed? Oh, that Clefairy does not seem very... It's not slow enough. That Clefairy does not seem very, What's the thing? What's that thing called? Eviolite. That, yeah, thank you. Because why did it take 895 damage? That still did a decent chunk for not being very effective. Go Hatterene! Happy Sunday! See how my Indeedee lives on 1? Because it loves me? Is this where I get Calyrex in? I think so, yeah. Yeah. Actually, yes. I know, but I wanted to get Calyrex in first so that I can get the Chilling Neigh on Clefairy. So we follow me, we Terra Water, and then we Lance. 5 and 3 is not bad! Congrats, Omis! Hey, Lonely Wolf! San Antonio performances! Woo! Oh, I don't know if Lance is enough for that anymore. It is. Never mind. We're good. Hi, Owen! Sword dance. What's up, Pokemon boy? Appleton. Last turn of Trick Room. I'm on the ladder right now. Ice Rider teams for rent? I don't have any at the moment, no. Double Trick Room? Oh, well... I forgot that was an option. Crit! No crit, but it did a ton of damage. The dimensions have twisted back to normal. I EQ and hope that they target Calyrex? I could Headlong Rush. Actually... What are they doing? What are they cooking up? What does the Appleton want to do? Okay. Okie dokie, Alki. Why do I feel like that's kind of free? Ugh. No, I should Lance. I should Lance. I can't get greedy. That turn was like... weird AF though. Well, they have Zapdos in the back. Oh, I forgot about that. They have Terra Electric Zapdos. And I don't know if I live that. Of course I calc for it, you're fine. I know you're lying. Why did I get paralyzed 3 times in one game? Ground moves do work, yeah, but I'm not risking missing high horsepower when I have a +3 Glacial Lance. That always hits. Oh, I don't play singles. I don't play singles. However, currently I'm using this team on the ladder. And we're currently in, like, bottom tier ladder for Master Ball because I've been using dumb teams, and this is, like, the first cohesive team I've used in a long time. How to sweat it less? How? By using freaking double Trick Room? Dang it, this isn't Willow Miss Incineroar. Thank you so much for the follow. Shoot. Oh, man. Terra Water Glaceon? Love. To get a Calyrex Ice Rider team to rent? I can work on making one that's not hard Trick Room so that you guys can have a Cali Ice team to try. The funny button? What's the funny button? You want me to just start swinging? I mean, that's what I was gonna do. Because it's double spread, I can't redirect anything. I feel like that's like my only play here. Is to lance and trick her. Oh, it's taunt Fluttermane. Oh, we are so fine. We're so fine. Oh my god, we are orange, not RNG. We are turn reading gods. Turn reading gods. Double taunt, imagine. Is that within range of a lance? Did 50. I'm helping handing. I know, I don't like that either. I don't like that the Ditto is now me. Because they're gonna get a KO on my Ndidi. They put it in. Exhaustion. They're gonna start wide guarding. They're gonna start wide guarding! Oh, they trick roomed. Hold on. I need to get rid of the Zacian. No, they have a Ditto. Okay, they're the Iron Defense variant. That still did a lot. Okay. My terrain is bothering me. Ooh, Nelly. Come on, Lance. Do something for me right now. Do something! Oh one! You're +1, you freaking whack-ass horse! Oh my god! How can you not get rid of this Ditto? I don't have a win condition anymore. I don't have a win condition anymore, and Calyrex not being able to take out Ditto after a +1 chilling day is actually depressing. Yeah, I'm doing rank battles. Risk a trick room? I don't like that this Incineroar trips over terrain. I don't like that Incineroar can't do Incineroar things on terrain. Maybe that's why hard Trick Room is not ideal for these types of teams. Think. No, that's not. Well, this Zapdos is also built not slow enough for coaching, unfortunately. Ah! Ah! Okay. Hey, so I think I just get 6-0'd right now. I'm just saying. I think I just get 6-0'd right now. My headset died. Oh. Hello? Turn on. Turn on! Can these not turn on if they're plugged in? Oh. Hello? Can I hear? No, of course I can't hear. Headset's off. Are you for real? Can these really not turn on if they're dead? You're plugged in! Oh my god! Hello? Brother. No, I'm actually so annoyed. Oh, I can't play in silence! Oh, well, no electric seed for you. I forgot that thing has wood hammer. Rip, see what happens? See what happens when I don't have freaking music to help me concentrate? Hello? No, I'm not gonna waste my Terra. Are you on now? No, of course not. I don't understand why. It's freaking attached! Oh my god! Usually I'm able to turn this on when it's plugged in, and I haven't been able to. Okay. Oh! Can you guys hear the game sound? Or are you just listening to the sound of my voice? Oh. Oh, well, I'm glad somebody can. Whack. Is this a Hail Mary? Yeah. What's up? Hello? I'm actually so annoyed. Why is this like the worst day ever? Okay, razzle dazzle. Oh, if that thing is Sneasler gonna. Oh. Yeah, so that's GG. What am I supposed to do against this team? I feel like this team has like no tools against this particular team. Especially because all I have is be slow. I can win, but not against stupid Miraidon with a hard Trick Room team that, if I can't get Trick Room up, just dies because it gets hit by everything. And it's actively making me so mad that this doesn't turn on. Shut up. Ah! Okay. Apparently I won't be able to hear for the rest of stream, so I'll actively be in a bad mood. Oh. Thank you so much for the 14 months! That did 2 damage. Hello? I'm not using Justin Tang's team. I'm using a hard Trick Room team. I don't need a new headset. I just need mine to not be dead. Oh, very nice. Dude, I can't sleep in silence either. The in-game music helps me concentrate, and if I don't have it, my brain, like, feels scrambled. That. Hi, what's up? I got mad, so I played in my brain. I got mad, so I made an insane play, and it worked. Sometimes you gotta play crazy. What can I say? Sometimes you gotta play crazy. Another Zacian team? Okay. I think I like Dialga more than Palkia. I think it was healing you was crazy. It did do like 2 damage though, yeah. You guys, good news. I think that my reaction is starting to go down a little bit, so maybe there's hope for the Gara tattoo yet. Oh, man. Stop being allergic to living. Right. I don't use foundation. I use tinted moisturizer. It's the Laura Mercier one. Oh, God. Okie dokie. If they Dragon Energy, it's fine because it doesn't affect Hatterene. You don't think that Indeedee will die to a Behemoth Bash, do you? Leave me alone. Okie dokie. Sorry, not Behemoth Bash, Behemoth Blade. It didn't! Whee! Good job indeed! Draco Meat. Okay, fine. Meat is crazy. Alright! Whee! We Trick Room! Happy Sunday! Okay. I think we're fine to literally just Calyrex here. Sir, we Calyrex. we Terra Water, we Lance, and then you are gonna go ahead and Expanding Force. Drago going away. There's Ditto. The Ditto is gonna go ahead and take a Glacial Lance and an Expanding Force upon swapping. Happy Sunday! See how this goes. Yeah, I use the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer. Okay. We'll see how much this Lance does. Lance. Ba-boom. Okay, that did quite a bit to Zacian, actually. Okay. Behemoth Blade is going to go into Hatterene, which is fine. We lose Hat there. But we do get in Incineroar for free. And that means that Zacian gets intimidated because it can't not be intimidated. And Ditto gets intimidated because Ditto doesn't have a clear amulet. Stupid. Haha, you don't have clear ammy. Alright, so we Lance. And we're gonna go ahead and Blitz. Did we get rid of Ditto or Zacian? I feel like Zacian can't do anything unless it runs close combat, but then I did intimidate it. So I'm gonna go ahead and Blitz into the Ditto slot. If you're talking about like Pokemon Pocket, I use an iPad and then I just plug it into I just plug it into my capture card. My capture card. It's fine. So then that just means that we take out Zacian this next turn. You. So go ahead and Lance, and then this can knock off. The 5-win thing? Yeah, I did for the tournament. I think I used Gyarados for it, yeah. Not the tournament, the event in Pocket. A little fishy. Throw one on you. Fish can be cute. We get rid of Zacian this turn, and we get a +1 Chilling Neigh. Didn't even need the spray, it was within range. And then we're gonna knock off whatever item he used. It was Choice Specs. We live a Pulse. Drago. And this is our final turn of Trick Room. So we Lance. Off. Oh, that was a really unfortunate Terra because I just knocked off into that slot. It did, okay. A wild Yatsume has spawned. Hi. GG's, okay. Made it look easy. Well, I like Trick Room teams, but like, I do wish that this wasn't hard Trick Room because then it would be a little easier to pilot in situations where like, it would be easier if I didn't have to Trick Room to do something. Palkia. The Dialga medal. Well, I mean, I imagine it's so that it doesn't get faked out. That's the only reason I could imagine that it's Terra Ghost. A lot of them are Terra Steel, and they run like Terra Blast or things like Fluttermane. It's Terrapagos and Pheasantipede. Okay. I think we go here. And here. I think we have to start like that again. And then we also bring... Ursaluna? Or I could bring Zapdos. And that means that freaking Calyrex doing all the heavy lifting. We'll bring Ursaluna. We'll bring Ursaluna. So, I mean, when I say hard Trick Room, that usually, it just means that the team literally, like, it, like, needs Trick Room to, like, function. Because otherwise it'll just sit there and get hit. But a lot of people run, like, a hybrid team where you're able to use Pokemon outside of Trick Room and inside of Trick Room at the same time. What is the Uxie doing? Is it blowing up? It is blowing up. Hatterene lives this, I swear. Oh, he's in prison. Why does everybody on the ladder run in prison? Okay. My gosh, Aaron, thank you! Welcome to the Rivals! What does Ally Switch do for you in that situation? What does Ally Switch do for you in that situation? No, Urshifuwa didn't do enough. Oh, it's Life Orb! Bye, Urshi! Okay. Parappa growth. It's Parappa growth. Okay. So, for example, this is a situation where I wish that this wasn't hard Trick Room because now I'm just gonna have to sit here and get hit by everything. Literally everything because they imprison, so I can't use Trick Room. Woo! Good job, Hat. Hat goes down this turn. Get rid of Uxie, which is nice, but... predict your future. I wish! I wish I was clairvoyant. I'm only missing immersive celery! Do you think they're gonna Starstorm? We have Calyrex. Must be nice. I do not. The immersive Calyrex is the only one that I don't have. You follow me. We do a little trickety trick room. They deleted your main account? No way! Why'd they do that? That's so rude. What the heck? The other game we won, and now I ran into an imprisoned Yuxi, and I'm having to deal with that because I couldn't trick room until right now, which is why I was telling chat that I would rather run a hybrid team that can also run outside of trick room, because that would be much more helpful. Destiny Bond is crazy. I thought I was gonna get hit by like a spirit break or something. Why did I get critted? What? Ooh, I swear this game hates me. This game actually hates me. That would have done so much less damage if it wasn't a crit, and now I have to play with a freaking almost dead Calyrex. Well, at least it's wide guard. There goes Calyrex doing no damage. All because we couldn't set up Trick Room earlier because of Imprison. Nah, this game made me so mad. This game made me so mad. Hey, can this headset turn on now or what? Can it literally not make noise if it's plugged in? Now I can hear. If it's plugged in, it doesn't make noise? Nah, it's crazy. Oh, now you show protect? Great. That's great. We have 2 turns of Trick Room left. Which means I can still headlong rush here. They have wide guard. Probably a chocobo. The games are... they're going. This does 120? And this does... What's 70 times 2? 140? 140, yeah? Okay. We're facading. Oh! Okay, it showed protect. It has protect and wide guard. It's crazy. Protect, wide guard, and destiny bond. Protect, wide guard, destiny bond, spirit break is actually insane. Weirdest Iron Valiant set I've ever seen. The weirdest Iron Valiant set I have ever seen. Oh my god. Continue battling. No. Boop, boop. It's not even Destiny Bond that was nefarious. It was freaking the fact that they had Protect and Wide Guard. Okay. Why is literally everything so annoying? I'm gonna start with Incineroar. Incineroar and... Incineroar and ND. See, I don't like that I have to think about how I'm gonna set up Trick Room so hard. Ah! Okay. What we're doing. Yeah, they might be able to get your account back. I would try. It don't hurt to try. I forgot the DLC. They're like, who needs Raging Bolt when I can use the inferior Raikou? They had to hack it. Would Torkoal help the Trick Room set? Nah, not on this team. Torkoal kind of more of a liability in this regulation. They want to be different. They really do. Okay, well, you can love Raikou. It's fine, but he's bad. Okay, perfect. Woo! Alright. So we do get a nice little Intimidate drop on the cat. I fear that we may lose Incineroar here. Never mind, they chose to protect. That dies to Sacred Fire? Are you for real? What do I run in DD for? What do I run in DD for if it's gonna die to a singular Sacred Fire? And just like that, my team is at a gigantic, big, fat disadvantage because now I'm forced to do this in front of a Miraidon team. Look at that. Look at that. Would I ever want to Terra Water in front of a Miraidon that hasn't come out yet? No. But here we go. Here we are. Hope you're ready to see my horse get electrocuted. $252 attack, choice band, Sword of Ruins, Sacred Fire, Entei versus 62 HP, 62 defense, and DD. 50% chance to Popo. Oh my god! That doesn't always burn, right? Isn't it like a 50% chance to burn? Actual trash. How come nobody told me that Spotify was playing this whole time? Y'all have been listening to Spotify drown out the music this whole time? I haven't been able to hear. Nobody said anything? I can't hear! Well, now I can. Oh. It just started? Okay. Why did bro fake out on terrain? Ay, ay, ay. Storm Drain Tech. Huh? Oh, Gastrodon. Oh, Spotify was literally on when I, like, re-plugged in or re-put this thing on. Oh, good. Go away. Leave me alone. Never look at me again, Miraidon. Go away! Out of my face. Get out of my face with that. Ugh. Lightning Rod? People were running like Terra Fairy Lightning Rod Raichu at one point for something. GG's. Wow, look at that! Look at the... Hey, did any news get announced or like... Terra Fairy Rapier, yeah. Yeah, it was for Miraidon. You know what I had for Miraidon? I have a fairy. A small fairy. A small pink fairy. Oh, look! Our record is slightly less egregious than it was when we first started. Let me see. Another Miraidon? Oh my god. Yo, not even Cerebi posted today? That's crazy! Cerebi took a day off. Really? You're against the same person. Okay. Bow, bow, ba da dow, ba dow. Part 6 of, I have to type out what I want to say for part 6 of the VGC videos. The next episode is on weather and terrain though. I like rain teams. Oh, I already have my title for the video. Groudon supporter. The title is "Don't let anybody rain on your terrain, on your parade. The grassy terrain is always greener." Of course it's lame. It's a pun. Duh. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. No, I mean, no, I was just sick of seeing it in Reg Age because every single team was Pelipper Arshladon. How long did it take me to come up with that? Like 10 seconds because I'm corny? Thank you so much for the follow! Like a book. Like a gosh darn book! Out of my face. Give me my +1. Like a gosh darn book. I'm just a baby! Not enough for Porygon. Oh, I really thought that Porygon was going to... Okay, ew. I really thought that Porygon was gonna Trick Room. I'm glad we all thought that. I'm glad we were all very confused when that didn't happen. Do I still prefer Cali Shadow over Cali Ice? Yeah. I do. I think I play well with both of the horses, but I think I have an affinity for Cali Shadow because I like that horse design better. But I think when it comes to, like, restricteds, the horses are what I feel most comfortable piloting. Because they're able to power themselves up. And I play well with, like, teams that have, like, redirection. Ah! Not the mirror. Okay. No, for whatever reason, Fortnite literally doesn't function on my computer anymore, and I don't know why. It stopped. I looked it up, and apparently Fortnite has issues ever since they, like, updated it with the new Intel Core processors. And the latest drivers, because I'm updated to the latest driver, so I had to literally downgrade my computer in order for Fortnite to function, which doesn't sound like something I'd want to do. Marvel Rival got jealous. Why would bro Terra Dragon? Why are you stupid? Why did they spore in front of Magic Bounce? Why did Calyrex live that on a fake Focus Sash, by the way? That's what you had in the back? Why'd you save that? They can't show Torkoal because they freaking Final Gambited like losers. Only losers Final Gambit. Look at this guy. He like this. Focus ban count? Imagine, dude. What's bro doing? Alluring voice? What's bro doing? Alluring voice is crazy. Why does it have that? For what? Why? Why? God. I quit. For losing. As Timmy's all? No. Dude, that was literally like the weirdest experience I've ever had. Why were they Terra Dragon? In a world of Fluttermanes, why would they Terra Dragon? Okay, these guys got a Trick Room mode, which don't sound very fun. I have no option, but I feel like to start with that. Bro said, I don't know. What? Yeah, what? I don't understand, like, in this economy, why you're final gambiting. Why are you final gambiting in this economy? Please. Do you think that Sneasler has fake out? Huh. Oh, it's unburdened. It's unburdened, so I feel like it doesn't have fake out. Chat, do they have fake out? Think they do? Origin form Dialga? No, I don't think Dialga and Palkia can really do anything. Terrain Wars! Okay. Why do I always get critted? I literally account for, like, damage without terrain, and then the game just says you're gonna get freaking full power hit anyway. Ugh! I'm sick of this game! I'm so sick of this game! Oh my god! Of course. And now I'm just gonna get electro drifted at full power while I'm on a water type. Oh, worse. It's not even Specs? It's not even Specs, and Calyrex still dies to that. This game actually actively makes me so mad because why did I get crit turn 1? The way I'm literally holding back a crash out right now is crazy. Of course it has Protect. I'm covering for everything at that point. If I get Trick Room, cool. If I kill everything with Earthquake, cool. Miraidons with Protect. I don't care if they have Protect if I'm playing not on the ladder and I have a team sheet and I can plan for that. Oh, I don't dream about Pokemon ever, actually. More emotes? I'll see if I think I was limited in the amount of emotes that I could, like, put on there, so I can see if I can add more. Yeah, it's a 2v2. Whee! Look at those little ponies! Not the Sandy Shocks. I don't even know, like, what the play is here. Is Flame Orb, like, considered consumable? Like, when it activates, is it gone? Yeah. Oh. I forgot they had a Sneasler still. Where did that come from? Where did the Sneasler come from? No, that crit lost me the game. mean, it definitely wasn't Reg H. There was a whole Miraidon on there. But the stupid critical hit lost me the game because then I was fighting with a Calyrex that was almost dead. What's the point of that? Johnny, where you been, dog? Look at how Moonlight did a nice little pattern for you. Hey! I'm pretty sure I said something in Dad last night. I feel like I mentioned it somewhere. Yo, why does this thing look like Big Bird, dog? Tell me that don't look like Big Bird. Today's episode is brought to you by the letter Z. I mean, I hardly got any rain today, but hopefully the LA area got rain. Underwave. Hey! Actually, that kind of helps me in Trick Room. Oh. Are you for real? And people still don't know how to drive. That's not Zapdos, that's Big Bird. So I need to stop Grimmsnarl from prankstering. Like that. I love that it took me 3 turns to move. I love that I had to lose my terrain setter because it took me 3 turns to move. Huh? You're talking about water absorb? Like with, Ogre Pawn? So I'm gonna need a non-Trick Room version of this team before this team makes me mad again. Like a hybrid team, I mean. Because the fact that this team literally, like, crumbles if I can't get Trick Room up actually actively makes me really mad. That was a really odd choice for them to go for. This is gonna full para watch. You should have critted the other one, actually. Ah. About Mortal Kombat? I can't do anything. Wait, I don't get it. I don't get Why do I not get the joke? Does this game not want me to play or what? Why did I get a communication error? Why did I get a communication error? This game don't want me to play. This game actively doesn't want me to play. It paralyzed me for 3 turns in a row and then gave me a communication error. That's actually insane. I hate everything. Alright, I'm gonna say bye to TikTok. It's been real. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out. Goodbye and good night. This game actively, like, doesn't want me to play it. The way that literally just gave me a communication error. Actually insane. No, I'm not testing that. I don't feel like breaking my computer. Ugh. My god. Okay. Alright, everybody. I will see you all tomorrow. So in the meantime, remember to brush your hair, brush your teeth, drink some water, eat some food, get some sleep, take a shower, and have a good night. I will see you all tomorrow. Goodbye and good night. Yeah.